Hello and welcoming you to another edition of Soul Freedom Fridays. I hope you're all having a beautiful week, and today's session is going to look very different to the others that I've shared so far. I really feel today just called to keeping things really short and sweet and just really sharing what's been coming through my sessions that I've been doing with my clients this week, because there's been some beautiful patterns and also what I've been feeling into as well. And so for this coming week ahead, the main theme that is coming through is really all surrounding self-worth and us being able to call in and believe in our highest heart's desires. And what I am seeing is these patterns of particularly mothers that I've been working with that have these dreams, these big visions, big desires, but they are not going there. They're not even considering those things as an option because their self-worth has been pushed down through conditioning in society, through all the stories that we've been told, and through all of our own, perhaps, experiences in our own lives. And what's happening is that our belief in ourselves, so our self-worth, in being able to call in these pie in the sky, beautiful, miraculous things that our hearts are telling us that we can create, aren't even an option. They're not even considered, because we as humans tend to revert back to the, oh, I can't achieve that. I'm not even going to visit that or go there, because in order to achieve that, first of all, it may not have even been done before. So that straight away crosses that off the list. Second of all, if it's something that seems or feels really big to us, we often then revert back to the structure that society has been living in or that we've been brought up in, which is, in order to achieve that, I need to tick all of those boxes. I need to do all of these trainings and receive all of these qualifications. And I also need to be exhausted. I need to be working really hard, and I need to really prove my worth. And this is all not true. And I'm here to tell you today that we are all completely capable of manifesting those pie in the sky visions. All we have to do is go there and look at them and tune into them regularly. And I'm a really big advocate of doing visualizations, doing our own personal visualizations, and really being able to write down all of those things that might seem completely out there, completely unachievable, but your heart is saying, I feel this is possible. There's something in here that keeps you revisiting that dream. My mission in the world is to really empower you to be able to visit those things and to be able to visit them often. It doesn't necessarily mean that we have to have it all worked out, because the story that we create around it and how we think it's going to work out is usually not how it works out. It's our ability to be able to go there, visit it, feel into it regularly. How am I going to feel when that thing happens? Keep visiting that feeling on a regular basis, on a daily basis, and then surrender and trust in your power to call that thing in. Because what I'm seeing in my own family life is this ability to be able to surrender, and I'm learning every day. But what we are seeing unfold in our world is stuff that hasn't been done before. You know, and I want to give an example with that, with our daughter. I'm going to be real, and say that my visions for her, without having a story around it, are massive. No expectation on her though. That's just my dreams for her and her growth. How she does all that, how she chooses to do all that is her choice. So I'm in surrender as to how any of those feelings or manifestations unfold. But what we are seeing, because we keep going back to those feelings and those heart visions, is these miracles unfolding in our world, in her world. And my daughter has a condition that the science will tell you, the research will tell you is degenerative. What we're seeing with her is the opposite. She's growing strength in her body. She's starting to express herself. She's using words. She's looking healthier and happier. There's so many beautiful things that are unfolding in our world that are against what that narrative says. And so I really want to just empower you today to tune into what your heart says. Forget about all of the stuff out there that tells you that you cannot manifest that stuff, because your power is way more potent than anybody else's research, anybody else's opinion. Just come back to here and how you want to feel. They're the two things that are coming up this week around self-worth and being able to really believe in our beautiful and big visions. And so I would really love to hear how this resonates for you, because this is massive and I feel like it's something that we need to break through as a collective. And I'm particularly seeing it with mothers, whether it's got to do with calling abundance in. Abundance doesn't need to be difficult. We have been conditioned to believe that we have to work our butts off, that we have to exhaust ourselves to be able to call in abundance. Same with health. We need to do X, Y, and Z, follow this science, do that, jump through this hoop to be able to get to this thriving. It's not true. In many cases it is, but we are all individual, we are all unique, and we cannot continue to be governed by all of these rules and regulations. Come back to the heart, because for you, it may be very different. I'm sending you loads of love, and I really look forward to connecting in with you next week.